All right, guys, welcome back to the Wildcard Podcast. Easily the baddest podcast in the 254. Good luck finding a more consistent one, by the way. My name is Nyash the Jabroni Slayer, representing millions of Arsenal fans, and I'm alongside...
A happy Venant. Happy Venant.
Yeah, sugarcoating it. All right.
And back again, Johnny Tombogo hapa from Zoza Sportscast.
Yeah, bro. Sema Zoza, siku tezo.
Yeah.
Well, it is like that, right? Yeah, man. All right, before you go on, we have the question of the week, which you shall type on the comment section. Tell us, all right? When was the last time a club from outside of Europe won the Club World Cup? When was the last time a club from outside of Europe won the Club World Cup? Because, the Club World Cup is going on right now.
Yes.
And, of course, not so many people are paying attention to it because Arsenal is not there, because Liverpool is not there,
and Manchester
United is not there. But that's not a surprise. All right? So tell us when is the last time. And maybe you can tell us which club that was. On the comment section, shall be checking out your responses, all right? Next week. All right. So this week, of course, we have some few things to talk about. We know the transfer market is still on, taking people by storm, especially not Manchester United. But, Arsenal, Liverpool, we're doing our thing, right? But more often than not, there are surprises that happen in these transfers. And you are left like, why was we, as your respective club, signing that guy? Initially, when you sign, you're like, we don't need that guy. That money, no.
Yeah.
And then eventually, at the end of the season, you're like, yo, we actually needed this guy. Right? And maybe like we spent the money and then you didn't need the guy. Or you thought the guy is going to come good and then the guy does not. I know Manchester United have a lot to say about that, especially the latter. But let's go with the signings that are good. Right? When you signed them, you didn't think so. But when eventually in the long run, you're thinking that was actually a good purchase.
Can I start?
Yes.
Yeah.
El
I know
Matador.
you have a lot, but yes.
Let me start with El Matador. Cavani, Edison Cavani. To be honest, I thought, this guy is so old. He's just from PSG, Ligon.
Yes.
Will he be able to match up with the APL? Nah.
Yeah.
But, bro, the bangers used to score. And the positioning of the striker.
Yeah.
I guess Hoyland should be watching those video clips.
Wait, would you actually have Cavani as one of your good signings?
Yeah.
I know you have a lot of bad signings.
I never expected him to be that good.
Yeah.
Because even we reached the final for Europa, bro.
With him?
Yeah.
Is it like the one? Did he like have some? How many goals did he score in, let's say, last season? That season, sorry.
Can't recall, but it was double digits.
Double digits?
Yeah.
In all competitions?
Yeah.
Really?
Kwanza, bro, the Europa run, bro. Against Roma.
Yeah.
That was, I can, first leg, second leg.
Yeah.
He bossed that game, wallah.
Yeah.
And there was that goal in EPL where he scored just after the halfway line.
Yeah.
Bro.
I think I recall that.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
That guy got aura, man.
Yeah. Mad aura, but you still let him go.
Lakini, for you Manchester United fans, concept your proven players, it doesn't work for you guys. Like, a player is coming, has already been proven from history with all these clubs. When he's coming to Manchester United, you didn't feel as if we're getting somebody who's of value with Cavani, considering what I've just said.
About the age factor plays a huge part of it.
Yeah.
Because I thought he doesn't have the legs to run EPL, bro.
Yeah.
He's coming to face Van Dijk at his prime, bro. Nalikuwa 34. Around 34-ish hapo.
I actually wanted to argue against Cavani and I had to check the records.
Yeah. Agenda.
Yes, because 2020, 2021 was the season he was, I think, came to Manchester United and he was quite well. I saw in the Prem he scored, how many goals did he score? 10 goals in the Prem.
Double digits, see?
Double digits, you're right on that one. He had 3 assists. In the Europa League, where he had a very good run, he had 6 goals in 5 matches.
See?
Yeah, so, yeah.
Just because of Rashford.
We
could have won that Europa.
You can't argue much about it. Is that the Europa League final you got beat by Valencia? No,
Villarreal.
Villarreal?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Those penalties, man. Zilikuwa penalties sijui kangapi.
Yeah. But where's he blame Rashford? Unafaa blame nani?
Bro, hizo ni sita za...
Yeah.
Bana.
Mr. Guardian penalty.
Atungefika pena, by the way.
Or if Rashford had done his job. All right. Venant, what about you?
A player who, when he came to the club, we expected this, and then we got this.
Yeah, or you expected this and you got this.
Let's start with this and then go.
We were positive, bro.
Sterling.
Wait, who?
Sterling.
Come on, man. Nobody from Arsenal was expecting Sterling to cook.
Arsenal, when Sterling came to Arsenal, like, we're expecting all this experience. We've won all these things with Man City. I was expecting, okay, maybe you're not playing, but you can be able to groom or like better the players who are actually playing in training.
Yes.
I can comfortably say I didn't see any value with Sterling last season.
Yes.
And to some point, I even felt like we played with 10 men.
When he was on the pitch.
But he didn't come as a starter. He was meant to be a sub.
Yeah,
a
it's a
squad
bench
player.
player.
Yeah, but when you bring somebody like that to Arsenal competing against Man City, against Liverpool, against the highest Champions League, we expected, like for example, all these draws that we had, imagine a Sterling goal could have helped. It could have helped.
I don't argue with
Actually,
you
there's a game he came on and he never completed a dribble.
What? No wonder I call him shillings, because that ain't Sterling to me. That's a goddamn shilling. To be honest, for me, I never had any expectations of Sterling. It was not like, oh, Sterling
Exactly.
like, yo, he's got to cook, bro. Nah.
Because he didn't even cook at Chelsea.
Yeah, okay. At Chelsea, I had very average expectations of Sterling. And he went even below that for me. They're not like up top there. They were not, in my opinion.
You know, with Chelsea, at least we got to see. You remember that last season with Chelsea? There was those chances where alikuwa anapatiana goal post to the fans, like he was doing everything but scoring.
Yeah.
At least we got that with Chelsea. With Arsenal, it's
It was absolute crap.
But you guys, do you think Pep destroyed Sterling? Kinda.
Why?
Because at Liverpool, he was able to express himself. Then went to Man City, all those years at Pep.
Bro.
Rain.
To answer
he just became a system player, kind of system player.
Yeah, but also to answer your question, you have to look at his numbers. I don't think his numbers get any better than
at
Man City. And to be
Yeah.
exact, that 28, is it 2018?
He was second to Messi.
Yes, exactly.
So it doesn't get any better than that.
But that was prime Pep, as in he was such a good system player.
But would you call Pep prime, considering he's been successful for some years now?
Be prime at Man City.
At Man City.
I think the
at
prime
Man
for
City.
his is when he won the treble, though. That I consider that to be prime.
Yeah.
When you bag a
Doesn't
treble,
get any better
but it was
than
good
that.
as well in that season because they were cooking. Is
Yeah.
that the season we got 100 points?
102.
Centurion.
102.
Yeah.
It was 102, not 100.
I don't know. It was 100.
It was 100. Okay.
Yeah, it was 100.
Centurion.
Maybe for Arsenal it will be 102 next season.
Maybe. Might just be.
Let's stick to the signings, kindly.
Yeah. So for Sterling, for me, I didn't have much expectations. I think the one guy who when we bought him, I was like, why are we buying this guy? And then he totally became something else. It's David Raya. When you bought David Raya, I was like, why are you buying David Raya? Took on a Ramsdale. Ramsdale was killing it. It was a very good season the previous season.
Finish.
So I was like, why are you getting 2 goalkeepers? Well, I mean, it's fine, but I don't see it like we need this guy. Bro, I was wrong. Mandem is now a Golden Glove winner back-to-back. And I can say for sure, I was wrong on this one. This one, I did not have like much expectations for him because I didn't see the essence of us signing him. But what he has become later, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, bro. Hands down. So for that one, at the time, I have to agree on that one. At the time, I did not expect that. But for a guy who had 0 expectations and became this,
Even let's roll back the years.
Like 0 expectations became this.
Arsene Wenger
Let's
era.
say from 2000.
You know, like for me, when you are signing players, I don't think there's a player who you sign and my expectations are here. Because why are you signing this guy in the first place? He should not be coming here. So,
Kiwior,
I don't know.
I mean, when we signed him, we didn't say like we expected.
I mean, he performed well as a backup. I think those guys who come when they're like this, maybe you expect them to be first teams or something, and you're wondering, why are we signing this guy? Or he has done nothing in the previous club that he was at. So the guys who had 0 expectations and did something well, maybe Mikel Merino, I would say, of recent times, because dude came in as a makeshift of a striker from a DM to having more goals than the likes of Zaxi. I know Zaxi is not a benchmark. But, I mean, also Rasmus Højlund, another 0 benchmark. But he had more goals than those guys playing as a DM in a makeshift position. Maybe also Kai Havertz as well. When you signed him, I was like, okay, we are signing Xhaka's replacement. Because I did not have in mind that he's coming to play as a striker, right? Then he comes in as a striker and he has, I don't know how many goals he got in the 23-24 season. More than 10, I think almost 14 goals. So that one, Kidogo caught me by surprise.
On my end is Amad Diallo Traore. I guess Ten Hag fooled us that, this is not the guy, man.
Yeah.
This is not the guy for the big stage.
Yeah.
But we were fooled.
When he came, I think for me, I actually want to go against the grain and go to other clubs and not Arsenal. I want to go to other clubs where I thought this guy's going to kill it. Then he comes in and tanks.
Onana.
Exactly. Because Højlund kwanza mimi niliona kama mligongwa, to be honest. 72 million for a guy with 11 goals. Zaxi, the same.
Kepa.
Who?
Kepa.
You've just bought him, bro.
Kepa for 5
At
million.
71
Oh, for
million.
Chelsea.
When he was bought
Yeah,
for 72 million by Chelsea.
yeah.
But Onana, bro, I was like, yo, this guy killed it at Ajax. This guy was in the
you
final
guys-
with Inter.
I guess Benfica knows how to do business. by the
Yes,
way.
yes.
In terms of selling flops,
Yeah.
hey,
Oh, they're quite good at it.
they're-
Liverpool can attest to that. They have
Darwin,
tasted.
there's Joao Felix, bro.
Oh, yeah, that one as well. Jesus. Now, Ali Gonga Atletico for that one.
Bro, Victor Lindelof, bro.
Wait, you bought him from Benfica?
Yeah.
But it was not much money, was it?
It was. For Lindelof, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I've never
For
seen
Lindelof,
it.
it was.
value.
Walikuwa finessed.
Yeah, but Jose Mourinho alienda akafinesiwa.
Is it this could be one of the reasons why teams are kidogo hesitant with Victor? Could it? Gyökeres, the masked man? Because he's coming from the same league and you have seen a lot of guys come from that league and tank in the Prem.
Well, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
He's a one-off.
Yeah.
He's a one-off.
Maybe
He's a
he's
one-off.
another.
He's one of the few ones.
Maybe
So
he's
Victor,
He's one of the selected people. Maybe he's gonna excel.
I don't know. I'm just, maybe because he has played in the championship level
Yeah,
before. Maybe
Coventry.
he's, but then again, there's so much that has happened from guys from that league in Portugal. Got people a bit scared. I don't know.
But even Dele Alli, he was playing at championship too.
Nanio?
Dele Alli. Before he moved to Spurs.
Yeah, he was
What
in
is
the
that?
championship.
Yeah.
Bamidele Ali.
All right.
So
Yeah.
there's that
Yeah.
exception, Pia.
All right.
Let's not be harsh.
Do you have any player, Venant, who, when he came in, you had zero expectations, then he surpassed it? Could be from other clubs as well.
Other clubs. Okay. How about Cole Palmer at Chelsea?
Oh, yeah?
When he went to Chelsea, he was treated as this Man City reject.
Yeah.
And then he did what he did. We go on to Liverpool.
I'd give Salah.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Salah,
he
yeah.
was-
Chelsea.
He was a
Salah
flop at
KDB.
Chelsea. Then he went to AS Roma to revive his career.
And he revived it?
Then Liverpool came through, man.
Wait, let's say, like, when he came to Liverpool, you didn't think he's going to cook?
Of course, no one expected him to cook.
Or maybe cook to the
Because
level
he
that
only
he's
had
cooking?
one good season at AS Roma.
Yes.
Okay.
That's when he was bought
Yeah.
by Liverpool immediately.
Yeah.
Same case.
And also
for-
Alisson.
Yeah. You can also add KDB too.
No,
Yeah,
Alisson had the
but-
blind of a season at AS Roma, bro. I think for me, Alisson, when he was going to Liverpool, I had a feeling like he's going to cook. I did not think like, ameokota tu jamaa fulani kutoka AS
But
Roma.
hakuwa na PR, hakuwa na hiyo PR fulani na hiyo aura.
Ora. Like the one he does now? Really?
Yeah, bro. Even
Yeah?
scoring last minute goals, bro.
Yeah.
And giving assists. Hey.
Yeah. Another good example, and this one is locally not in the Kenya Premier League though. Why am I saying local? We are not in England. In the English Premier League.
Yeah.
Eh,
When Torres moved from Liverpool to Chelsea, bro.
Yes.
I was like, hey, Chelsea, what a tour, bro. I swear, because the Torres you are seeing at Liverpool
Yeah.
was
El Nino.
phenomenal. El Nino. Then he goes to Chelsea and he does fuck all. Now, I know Chelsea fans, they'll say he won them the goddamn Champions League. Because I think the winning goal at Camp Nou.
It's the same as Kai Havertz. Wanajitetea na kale kabao kamoja.
Ile ya Champions League final.
Yeah.
But Torres, bro, that was crazy. I think that's the most shocking flop I've ever seen. Because it's a sharp contrast of who he was, and he was in the same league. Si ati mtu ametolewa league ingine amekuja alafu he's tanking here. He was in the same goddamn league. Just changed teams. Then he became shit.
We have a strong competition over there.
Who that?
Alexis Sanchez at Manchester United.
God damn. Yeah, okay, even when he was living at Arsenal, he was still kidogo tanking.
That at Arsenal, he was
No, that season we sold him in January, no?
Sanchez and
Yeah,
Ozil is one of the best pairing we've had in
Yeah,
EPL of our generation.
That season that we sold him, that half season, I don't think he had a great season.
Oh, see,
He
injuries.
sold him in January.
It was
Yeah,
injuries.
injuries.
It was injuries.
Injuries were derailing his, but these guys paid $500,000 for him. You're
Yeah.
paying him $500,000 per week.
For the piano.
That's business.
Mnabaki sana mapiano iko imefika hiyo time. Kwa make sense.
Can I give one more
Yeah.
as we move on to the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
topic?
yeah.
We can add managers to the conversation and then can add Slot there to Liverpool, where we got this manager who we didn't know much about him. If anything, his name was used as a joke.
Yes.
And then, boom, one season later, you are winners of the Premier League and you're also favorites in the transfer market.
Yeah.
Because they have been signing a lot of players of late.
Yeah. That's a good addition, which makes me want to add someone else. As a manager, someone who we expected the expectations zake zilikuwa pale, but ziko pale chini. Kama ziko. Man like Ruben's Cameroon. Ruben Amorim, man, I like what he's doing. I know he has flopped so far, but man, when he came, he's going to lift us to get us to absolutely nowhere. So, I mean, Ruben Amorim was a good one. Oh, I would like to know what you guys think about these signings that absolutely shocked you, man. Whether when they were coming in, you thought they were going to be good, then they flopped, or vice versa. Do that on the comment section. Moving on. Speaking of guys who are expecting this and getting this, or who are here now, are here. I don't know how to put man like Pogba, because it seems like he's back.
La Pioche.
Paul Labile. Pogba is Pogba. He's back now. He has signed for AS Monaco. Now, I understand he has left football, got banned from football, gotten back, and now he's playing Champions League before Manchester United. Is that true?
No, we were playing before.
Where? When? No, he's gotten banned. He's gotten banned, came back, and he's now going to play in the Champions League before Manchester United. Ukweli uongo?
When Albania 2022?
Yeah, oh no.
23.
I think it was banned in 2023.
23.
Kwani akucheza World Cup, bro? Si alikuwa na investigations, bro?
Yeah, World Cup was in 2022.
Yeah, he wasn't playing because there were investigations,
bro. Didn't you play 2022?
Yes. Angeficha angebeba.
No. But the time you got... No, when did he get banned?
France angeficha France, walai.
Let me check that, bro, because
he
check.
wasn't even called, bro.
Pogba amerudi Champions League before Manchester United wewe.
But what do you guys think about that? As Nyash is looking for more stats about Pogba, you as a Manchester United fan, you feel some type of way towards Pogba. There are people who feel vizuri, like Brayo, and then there are people who just, I'm glad he's gone. As in gone from Manchester United. But fans who felt like that.
But he was now seeing he was at Juventus, bro.
But I'm saying while he was at Manchester United and when he left, there are fans who didn't like when he came back, and then there are fans who are happy, especially when he left. But now you being a Manchester United fan, you have this, I don't call it attachment, but you have this genuine interest in Pogba as a player, and he's back now, though not with the Manchester United, but with another club. But you, as a Manchester United, must feel some type of way towards
it. Before you answer that, let me. He missed the World Cup 2022 because he was injured. He was banned in the 23-24 season.
Yes.
That's when he was banned.
Yes.
So he's gotten banned. He's come back. You got to play Champions League before guarding Manchester United. Don't you just love that? Go on now.
I've been a Pogba fan since his days he was playing with Andrea Pirlo. So since 2013, 2014 niko nako ka attachment tu fulani na Pogba, bro.
Yes.
His flair, his aura, bro, fashion sense, like he's got everything.
Presence.
I was actually I was willing him to go to Barcelona at that time rather than Manchester United. Because
from Juventus.
Boss, bro. Una imagine hiyo trio yenye angepata hapo kwa mid akina Rakitic,
Pogba as well.
Busquets, Pogba, bro, cook. Angekuwa replacement ya Andres Iniesta.
Okay.
At that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now that he's gone to Monaco, are you happy to see him back?
Yes, of course, because I'm sure he's going to play next season's World Cup.
Really?
For sure. He's 32. So?
Yeah, he's 32, yeah.
See, next year sitakuwa 33.
Mid?
Na niko sure hapo mid. Amekusa presence ya Pogba for very, very long time. But you can see them struggling. Bro, you can't be playing Rabiot at this time, bro.
Pogba replaces who kwa hiyo lineup ya
France? Si Rabiot.
Rabiot Kamavinga, Chomeni.
Yeah.
Rabiot akai chini, bro.
I mean, if he has a blend of a season at Monaco, you think he's going to be taken by the national team?
He has to.
He will. But if he doesn't...
Because France Pogba is way, way much better than a club Pogba.
But this is the Pogba that we saw, 2 seasons ago? He has not played football since
He has been training, he has been keeping fit. He's not like akina Hazard wamejiachilia huko ama...
Yeah.
Rooney.
Only time will tell, man. Rooney. Rooney aliliona picha fulani anakaa like an inflated balloon. It's great.
Lakini ningetaka hata angeenda Olympic Lyon.
Olympic Lyon.
No, Marseille.
Marseille in the Champions League next season?
Yeah.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
They have to.
But anyway, I mean, it's Monaco as well.
Connection yao na Greenwood
ingekuwa deadly.
Ingekuwa mbaya.
Yeah. So I'm happy for him though.
Wako na Ansu Fati. Now let's see itakuwaje.
Monaco as well.
Yeah, they've taken Ansu Fati.
Okay,
Sheesh.
that's good.
I would like to see how those teams play like when they face Manchester United. Oh wait, they can't.
They can't.
They're not in the Champions League. I forgot. My bad.
Club World Cup.
Yeah,
they're not in anything. But,
but the dude was in tears, man, when he was signing that contract. Being out for like 2 seasons.
So Bani a flop maybe his first 2 games before I get the rhythm.
Yeah.
Watakuwa anatumia kama mimi walai.
Yeah, well, I swear down. I hope does not get to that. That's gonna be bad.
I look at it this way. This is another chance that he's been given
second lease of life,
prove himself. Forget even about him as a football player, just him
as a person.
Yeah.
Because the crimes or the hizi makosa yenye yanapatikana, they are off-pitch duties, the doping, the partying, just the whole off-pitch shenanigans has affected his pitch duties.
Yes.
So now we hear Pogba, okay, of late, he's talking about, that usual, left all those friends that were influencing me, vibaya.
His family. Not
his
friends.
family. We have the issue of the lawsuits and stuff from family. So it's like I've left all those drama alone.
Yeah.
Now I want to focus on football and football alone. 32 years old is not too late.
No, it's not.
It's not too late
Ask
for
me,
those
I'm
people who
older
are
than
saying Pogba. For those people who are saying Pogba is old, is not too old. Monaco is a good. You're talking about Marcel.
Marcel, yeah.
Monaco to me is a good challenge because it reminds me of Mbappe, where he had a chance to even go to PSG and these big teams direct, but he chose the Monaco route. Yeah. So Monaco for me is a good challenge for him as of now. You've mentioned Champions League.
Yeah.
So as football fans, we'll get to see him
In the Champions
League,
Yeah.
and now we can get to see what he's made of.
Absolutely.
What do I expect from him? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know because
I mean,
it's
been
not
out
an
for 2
injury.
years.
It's not an injury. This
Yeah.
is something different.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to see him back.
But
Yes.
there was a time at Juventus he couldn't even play like 5 games in a row. So I hope he's back to his fitness.
Yeah.
Because bro, 2 games in, then you get an injury after crying all that.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Like you
Yeah.
said, itakuwa banter dead.
Itakuwa banter,
Itakuwa
wallahi.
memes. We hope it doesn't get to that. But of course, like you say, playing at the highest of levels in terms of club, that's Champions League. That's fine. So let's see if he's gonna cook, if he's actually back or
But
he is not.
how do you feel about
I don't know,
maybe as an Arsenal fan or maybe as a hate watcher?
I have
don't know,
absolute no affiliation with this man, them.
you don't feel some type of way.
I have no
You didn't
affiliation.
miss his football.
No, of course, I'm happy for him that he's back now. And he's back, especially to a club that is playing the Champions League, not just zero grazing like some teams in England. So he's back playing now in the Champions League. So at the highest of levels, we'll get to see him.
Yeah.
And Monaco is there. Monaco also, they look like they'll be challenging for the title. Of course, this season they were not that, but maybe next season they can try that. You never know, as in the season has not begun yet. So getting to play at that high level from being absent for so long, people will get to see you now. Now the eyeballs are on him. So like you're saying, he better come correct. Because if he doesn't,
He has to
banter,
back
bro.
up those tears.
Yeah, he has to back up the goddamn tears. It's going to name Shandiana Pata, but yeah, that's what's up. In terms of tears, there's one club that is in tears because this season, 0 trophies. This is a club that prides itself for being champions. All right, they are 21 times Premier League champions of Kenya. I'm talking Gor Mahia. They have been beaten by a team that just got promoted the other day. Absolutely diabolical, called Nairobi United.
Yeah.
Nairobi United, they were the champions of the NSL. National Super League. Ameshika Gor Mahia, wamewalalisha chini viboko. Viboko.
Hadi tunawapea pena tunawashikia.
Hey, you can't do nothing. Bro, and the goals they scored, they were bangers.
Bangers, bro.
Bangers, you cannot. Kazi ile nilikufunga FIFA juzi. They're like actually very good goals.
Family ilifunga.
No, ulifunga maybe huyu. But yeah, Nairobi United, man, they won the FKF Cup.
Yeah.
I think becoming the second team to win the FKF Cup wakiwa just gotten promoted.
Just after Sofapaka in 2007.
Yeah. Is it 7 or 8?
That season,
Yeah,
7
around
or
there.
8.
But yeah, I mean that was really good, man, to see that, Jonito. Before I go to the Gor Mahia guy, which we talked last,
Yeah.
it was fantastic to see that, wasn't it?
Bro, the first goal,
Yeah.
6 minutes in,
Yes.
Zlatan-esque, brother.
Bang.
Zlatan-esque.
Holy Makasi.
Angekuwa
Analinda
anaona hivi
Makasi, bro.
ningedhani ni Zlatan.
Yeah.
Alafu anapiga masomak celebrate.
Yo.
Hey, bro.
Fantastic, man.
You guys didn't even share that goal in your WhatsApp stories.
Hey,
you guys are
no,
pretending it's
relax.
exciting.
Did you
It's
check my
nothing,
WhatsApp
bana.
goal?
It's about you kawaida tu.
No, I didn't share
kawaida.
it. Kawaida gani?
Hizo bao ziufungwa. Let's
Na
not
nani?
pretend as if himself funga hii bao na free kick ya mgongo or something.
Of course,
come
bao
on.
hizo ziufungwa, but they are
Eh,
bangers.
but
They are
let's
bangers
not act as
nonetheless.
if it's
It's a final, bro.
Isika ile bao mlikuwa nani alifunga hiyo bao yenu?
Stanley.
Who was it?
Stanley.
Let's just continue. Let's just continue first.
No maana mlipigwa
Agenda yangu hata si hiyo.
And the second goal as well from outside the box.
Imagine.
Ulikuwa na goalkeeper.
Ule mse mwenye aliassist hiyo bao na mwenye alifunga, they were both former Shabana players.
Oh, walai.
Brian mwenye aliassist. Actually hata tumecheza na yeye a couple of times.
Yeah.
Umeona nikiweka kwa status.
Yes.
He was we were playing partnering with him at the midfield.
Yeah.
Bro, mse akona gas, bro.
What? Yeah. No wonder Gor Mahia could no match. Watu walipewa the penalty. Wajisave. Ikuwe 2-2 sasa. They could not get them score. What do you have to say for yourself now as a Gor Mahia fan who is donning that jersey right now? First of all,
actually that penalty ilikuwa na kutoka ya Morata. Everyone could see where he is going to kick the ball.
Let me ask you, bro. When nikuuliza by the way, Zico alitolewa mbio. Nilisikia after the final alikuwa tu hiki.
Matia gas.
Hiki. Alikuwa tu hiki. Ni ukweli? Because nasikia Gor Mahia as a coach, hujatolewa mbio. You have not seen shit. Kama fasa hajakutoa mbio.
Adula mzungu si alitoka. Alitoka akiwa Dandora.
Alitoka akiwa D.
Aliona full time hapa akatanuka.
Acha nijitoe mapema. Mapema ndio best.
So basically all coaches should be fit for anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, did Zico get chased away?
Hapana.
Hizo tear gas zilikuwa za wapi?
Hizo ilikuwa for the fans. Okay, if you are a Gor Mahia fan, you've had 2 chances of winning something and zimeenda tu kiolela over some, it's like you have a right to be mad, and that's why
lilishtuka sana Austin akipeana hiyo pena.
Let's start from I didn't even watch that game.
Why?
Because I knew we were winning. It's like wait. It's like Man City Wigan 2012, where it's Wigan. I mean, why am I? So I knew it was that, and the exciting part of it was the Mala brothers, as I've said in the previous episodes, to see that happening. And now a bigger conversation to be had, maybe you can have after this banter, is rivalry among siblings, either in sports or in football. We can have that. But back to this Gor Mahia situation.
Yeah.
I knew we were going to win this game. That's why I didn't watch. That's why I didn't even bother, because I knew it was a sure one. I'd rather watch F1. But I was disappointed. First and foremost, them even scoring early. You're giving the opponents a chance to believe they can actually take it in a situation where the odds were just limited for them. And then for them to go ahead and not only score the second goal, but to score it mapema and give you guys an adequate time to equalize, forget even about the penalty, to just equalize or even win. You guys have underrated the Nairobi team so much that for them to pull this off, to me, I feel it's the final nail in the coffin for Zero to go.
I have a question.
He has to go.
Do you feel like come next season, Gor Mahia will give Manchester United vibes? Like these other teams, the opponents don't fear Gor Mahia anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
It will depend with the coaching or the coach. Let me use the coaching because I don't want to make it personal. It will depend with the coaching. Now, if the coaching isn't that well as clearly you are now seeing, then it's only going down from here. Because now after now the season has ended, you can comfortably say that. If things are going the way they are going, I expect to see players leaving. I expect to see it leaving. Because you don't lose to a Nairobi team like that.
Yeah, it's a cup one. It's called the magic of the cup, bruv.
And yet, a few months some time back, tulikuwa representing Kenya in
CAF Confederation.
Your equation a balance. Something is off.
I mean, I absolutely like it, to be honest. I mean, first of all, Nairobi United, of course, me to a task, of course. Your tears are very sweet to me. But also, Nairobi United getting promoted and winning the cup, now going to the CAF Confederations. I actually hope they do qualify, because I know qualifiers, that's where Kenyan teams draw the line. But I hope these ones can go through. But I also feel like coming to next season now, I mean, you watch those guys play and you're thinking, on account as a Sumbua next season, you might want to keep an eye on them. Makes the league even more enticing now. Because you have seen Shabana, you have seen, Gor Mahia will always be there. You have seen Kenya Police. And now maybe you can even add Nairobi United. And now you're looking at the Kenya Premier League next year, you're thinking, there might be like 4 teams here that you might want to keep a close eye on. I don't want to say AFC Leopards. Nobody keeps a close eye on those guys. But it's going to be a bit more competitive now for next season. And I hope that's going to be the same for the other guys who are getting promoted, like in APS, Bomet.
Na pia kuna Naivas wanaenda second leg, but walipigwa 2-0 na Posta Rangers.
Yeah, I think Posta stays.
It will stay.
I think Posta stays.
If the second leg, Naivas do something.
Yeah, it'll have to be something magical, man. Yeah. I'll have kupiga abracadabra because I don't see that happening. But yeah, I mean, if it's Gor Mahia times to start going down like Manchester United, we are ready for that.
You are here for it.
Yeah, we are absolutely ready here for it. And of course, I hope as they do that, we capitalize Sisi Kama task. Yeah.
Actually,
which team do you support?
Police, bro.
Not Kakamega, not Kariobangi Sharks?
No. It's the same way. You guys like maybe seeing Brentford play well. Yeah. But you support Arsenal.
Yes, the time you were here. Was it last season when you mentioned you like K-Sharks?
No. The players from K-Sharks.
The players.
Really?
The players from K-Sharks.
Tunaona kaa sasa hadi mimi ni fan wa Kithimbali wa Shabana, but ni former Sharks player.
Yeah.
So that's Adingolo, kuna Ngolima Kante.
I could have saw this man.
Hapana, ningekwambia.
Byron ali run the clips, bro. But we are the champions, bro.
I have a question for you.
That's the only police I support.
You too. Especially now that you guys support. Kwanza, you're deep rooted into the local football.
Yeah.
How do the new teams, the promoted teams, prepare for KPL?
Now for Nairobi United, which after winning the cup, they'll be able to. They've gotten 2 million.
2 million.
They should invest in signings because come to next season, playing at the CAF Confederations, bro. There's that FKF Cup. There's also the league. You need depth.
Yeah.
You need depth.
Yeah.
And there's that expectation that newly promoted team. We want to stay here just like Shabana did.
Yeah.
You don't want to drop off.
Yeah.
You see, Talanta never really invested in signing players.
Yeah.
Now you've seen they are down. Nairobi City Stars, they actually sold all their stars, bro.
Just
one of them being went on to win the Garden Premier League. It's crazy. But I think I'm ready for next season, man. I think it's going to be an exciting one. We just have to wait and see, man. But I'll be keeping a close eye on these boys. Because I have a feeling your trajectory towards going down has maybe
your
just
star
begun.
players will be
What
leaving.
makes you believe that?
Your star players will be leaving by the way. I'm sure. I think Austin will be leaving. Na feel nka tabaki na Omala sijui kuliendaje tangu ende huko. What's happening?
Omala, but you know Omala started playing recently.
Yeah.
So
we haven't seen the spark.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
not
okay.
The same guy who won the Golden Boot.
It's life happens, guys. Life happens.
So kwa Pogba pia tutasema hivi life.
But with Pogba, we can say that
life
because
happens.
actually life happened for him.
Yeah,
it happened. So life do happen with Omala. Yes, I'm happy he's back. He's playing. Will we see the Gor Mahia numbers that we normally attach Omala with? We'll wait to see next season. But what I'm interested in, and I've said this for almost 2-3 months now, is that managerial position.
Yeah.
That board, something needs to happen because this shifting in managers, by the it costs money.
Hiring and firing.
It costs money.
Yeah.
On top of time and all those shenanigans that come with transferring a manager from one country to the other. We cannot afford to be doing that each and every time.
Yeah.
So whoever it is that you're going to back, let's do it as early as possible. Let's not have a situation where game inaendelea Dandora and you see our manager leaving the game. Second half ikiendelea.
That was crazy.
And then losing 2 minutes after he's left.
Yeah.
Like
and then
that has to change.
Scuffle between him and his assistants. That was, crazy.
Those, not publicly though.
Yeah,
it has to change.
All right, place where Venom tanks just like his team is a trivia. So let's get right into it. And see if you can redeem yourself after what happened to you this weekend.
Perfect.
I need to say, unlike Arsenal, this is where I thrive, always coming out on top.
Trivia Master, let's go.
You ready?
Yes.
Question number 1. With 162 in total, which player has the most Premier League assists?
Lampard.
No,
Henry.
Giggs.
Correct.
Thank you so much.
Shoot.
Number 2.
Damn. Okay.
The Shrimps is the nickname of which EFL club? Nyash.
EFL.
Yes.
EFL. F.
Hey, Shrimps. Have they ever played in the Premier League?
No.
Ay, sasa imekuwa hints. Tupe hints.
Honestly, I don't know.
Tupatie hints then.
Morecambe.
What?
Morecambe.
Morecambe, okay.
Jesus.
Uh-huh.
I knew I was going to get that.
Morecambe.
Yeah.
All right.
Ay, to be
Oh,
honest.
okay, I've heard.
Number 3. George Best played for how many different clubs in the US?
US.
Huh?
US.
Okay, first of all, George Best alicheza lini, bro? Second of all, hadi sasa kucheza hadi
3
US.
teams.
Yes, which you're right.
Okay.
But I'm the one who pressed first. Mimi ndio nilipress wa kwanza.
bro.
No.
Na I'm the one who
Say.
did first.
No.
He's right.
No, I pressed
Next
it.
question. Next question.
But did you say 3?
Pia mimi
1-1.
nilipress nikajibu.
1-1.
Onda naibiwa. VAR bana, VAR.
1-1. Okay.
Tuko na Byron.
Who is the highest scorer in African Cup of Nations history?
Damn. Guess. Eto.
Correct. Final
Shit.
question. Final question. Okay. Who is the all-time FIFA World Cup goal scorer? Nyash.
FIFA World Cup all-time goal scorer?
Yes.
Miroslav Klose.
Correct. Tiebreaker.
Ah.
Venant.
Kama Gor Mahia tu.
Si Arsenal, Gor Mahia. Ni kote.
Inafanya, hebu finya tusikie.
I've pressed and even answered a couple. Ni vile
a
tumepata wrong. Ni vile nimepata wrong. It's okay. It's good.
Final question. With 123 bookings to his name, who is the player? Nyash.
Richard Dune.
Wrong.
Chama
Ask the question.
Alizia.
Yeah.
Finish.
I'm not going to finish because he's gotten it wrong.
No, the question.
Oh, so we're going to the next question.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Which player won the inaugural Premier League Golden Boot in 1992?
Teddy Sheringham, thank you so much, man. That's what I'm talking about.
1992 rasikuwa nimezaliwa.
The giant man, you're born or not, bro. This is my goddamn yard. You better tweet TV yote niende nayo nyumbani because
Forget about me. Let's discuss this thing. He's answered a question before even
Before hata ishe.
and not tell us
Knowledge,
there's
mtu
no
yangu.
behind the scenes here.
Knowledge.
And they're all dressed in
Knowledge.
official.
Brav.
My brain is so
We have
rich.
some official
Wafikia
matters
kichwa
here,
kubwa
you
ni ya
guys.
nini, bro? What do you guys big headers for, man? That was 92. Was he playing for Spurs? I'm Man United.
No, hakuwa amejoin Man United. Alijoin Man United karibu tukishinda treble.
That was in Spurs then. He was playing for Spurs. All right, that has been the trivia. Kama da, Venan tanking. Just like Gor Mahia.
Come
All right,
on.
that's that, man. So, any parting shots?
Any parting shots?
Yeah.
Can start.
Chelsea stop signing players, man.
Why?
Kwani it's too much. Bang average players.
Wanatoa space.
Bro,
ya kusign
Pedro
hawa.
50 mic.
That's criminal, man.
Aish.
It's a good move for him.
Good for
Of
him,
course,
but
for
bro,
him.
you have Delap, you have Nkunku, who has not yet gone.
You have Jackson.
You have Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, nilikuwa naambia mtu hii kitu. One of them, his career will dip at Chelsea. Between Dial-Up and
Pedro?
Because Pedro is a solid. When you look at him, even forget even about the Brighton. Watford days, he's a solid number 9.
Okay.
He's a solid number 9. So if he's coming to Chelsea and considering his work ethic, I think he's going to be the main man.
But how many strikers, man?
It's okay. Jackson, to me, I already see him. Him is already on his way out.
Yeah.
He's on his way out. Who else? Delap.
Yeah.
Delap is there, but now Delap will add in to the Chelsea squad when you remember when we were playing after 3 games, this one the rotation will help. So for those two, I have no problems with. But for the others, I'm concerned. If I'm Madueke right now, I'm talking to my agent.
Madueke is being linked to the move to Arsenal.
Oh, you see? I'm talking to an agent.
I would take him as a backup to Saka. I would take him. Because that squad is bloated anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't understand where they get these guys from.
And also for you guys, what's taking long with Mbeumo?
Player,
It's just 60 million.
the player wants to come. There's a player agreement with him. It's only the club which has issues.
Yeah.
Add-ons, blah, blah, blah. But we pitched a 55M. Yeah.
All right.
From 45, 50, 55. The only thing that I'm asking, kindly, chukueni Onana.
Who?
Yes, Monaco has
Why do you want that guy
Yes,
to leave?
Monaco has been taking this guy.
If any parting shot, man, I could have digested a
Chukueni
bit more
Onana,
on that.
kindly.
All right. Fernando, any parting shot for your Gor Mahia fans who are crying
Gor
right now?
Mahia fans, season imeisha. Let's not look back at what has happened. We've lost 2 finals in a row.
Yeah.
Let's now look at what we need to weed off
Yeah.
from our camp.
Yeah.
And then from next season now, we go back to reinstating our winning status.
Is it true that you have made history by being the first club to give 2 guards of honors in one season?
Wow. Yeah, that's a bad start.
But yeah, all right. Okay. Personally, the season, of course, for these guys is over, but you're now getting to July. July, things change the European transfer market. So this one, we shall start seeing some bigger moves happening. I'm talking about Arsenal. So expect to see some announcements maybe this week.
Why you guys?
New strikers.
Why you guys wanting to buy a defender, fam? Like why?
Backup ya Saliba. Hatuna backup ya Saliba. Nataka every position has a backup so that we win the Carabao Cup. So
Na
that we win
striker.
Striker is coming. That's what I'm saying. July. Yeah.
Next
So once the
episode.
market turns, then things move
Next
a bit
episode,
differently.
Oiland is on the market.
Yeah, not to be bought by Arsenal. All right, this has been the Wildcard Podcast. I've been Yas the Jabroni Slayer, representing millions of Arsenal fans. He has been the Gor Mahia guy. I'm here to see the tears.
And Johnny Tombogo, you can find me at Zoza Sportscast or the podcast.
Yeah, bro. Catch you on the next one.